Tomorrow it will be illegal to wear gang insignia in public. Auckland photographer Edith Ami Tuanai captured this incredible image as the hikoi passed over the Auckland Harbour Bridge last week. But from tomorrow, that cop, who appears to be indulging in a bit of friendly banter, will be duty-bound to do a lot more than just wave her finger. And as Bridie Whitten reports, an arrest would likely be made.
Among the tens of thousands of Tino Rangatiratanga flags waving at hikoi mō te tiriti, the odd gang patch could be spotted. Such displays won't be allowed from midnight tonight under the government's new patch ban.
How long do you think it will be in New Zealand before New Zealanders no longer see a single gang patch on our streets?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I'd like to say that it'll be midnight tonight, but the reality of it is it probably will take some time.
Under the new law, gang insignia will be banned in all public places. Police have been preparing for 6 months, and the newly minted commissioner says they're all set.
My staff are ready to go from midnight tonight. The legislation is very, very clear.
Preparations involved meetings with gang members to explain the laws coming into force, and new police teams, gang disruption units, to enforce the law.
The period of really healthy, sustained engagement that has, for the most part, been quite constructive. We're as ready as we can possibly be.
Here's how it works. Police will arrest the individual, confiscate the patch, use it as evidence, then destroy it. If they refuse to remove it, police could use reasonable force to arrest them. If they can't safely take action, they will gather evidence like video and follow it up later. This will include at mass gatherings like tangi.
Some may not like the pressure that the police will bring upon them, but actually they can make some choices, some wise ones before that, and then they won't have to worry about that.
The law also allows police to issue dispersal notices if 3 or more gang members get together and disrupt the public. But the laws won't target foreign criminal organisations, terror groups or white supremacists. Te Pāti Māori says it will unfairly target minorities.
In regards to the gang legislation, absolutely. This is an attack on the disenfranchised and marginalised communities that were and have grown out of state abuse.
I think that this is very much a measure by the government to look tough on crime. The reality here is it's not going to result in one single person leaving a gang.
But police and the government say it will, and the onus is on gang members to comply.
It feels like the ball is very much firmly in the court of gang members and people that have influence on gang members. It doesn't seem to me to be a tough choice to leave your patch at home.
My hope too is that gangs actually sit down and see this as an opportunity to maybe make some changes.
Or face the wrath of a new law.
And as Bridie mentioned there's a new police commissioner today who was appointed, Richard Chambers. He starts the job on Monday, replacing Andrew Costa, who has left already to lead the government's new social investment agency. Senior political correspondent Jenna Lynch joins us now. And Jenna, what do we know about Richard Chambers?
That's right, Lloyd. There is a new sheriff in town. Richard Chambers has served a number of ranks in the police, rising to Assistant Commissioner within the New Zealand Police before his most recent job, which was in France with Interpol, but he's now returned, and he says that no matter the rank he reaches, he will always be a constable at heart. In that vein, during his quite lengthy press conference here today, he gave a shout out to the frontline and said he wanted to hear, listen and respond to their concerns. Chief among his concerns, he said, for the frontline was ensuring the frontline's safety. He said he wants to do a bit of a review of the tactical options that officers have available to them. I asked him whether he meant he would like to see the routine arming of frontline police officers.
I am a leader who would like to think, I think like many New Zealanders, that we don't find ourselves in a situation as a country where police are routinely armed. I don't think any of us want or need that. However, you know, policing globally is getting more volatile, it's getting more unpredictable, and I am not going to shut down listening to the reflections of my frontline staff in terms of what they might think they need.
So quite a careful answer from Richard Chambers there, giving his feelings on the matter, but also leaving himself that room in the future if the situation changes and frontline officers are demanding that protection on the front line. He said he was also open to investigating body cameras on frontline cops, but when it came to other gun legislation for the public, he wouldn't be drawn on what he thought about the government's potential changes to the military-style semi-automatics. They were banned after the March 15 terror attack. This government's looking at changing firearms laws. He wouldn't be drawn on that. Plenty for him to mull over when he takes up the position officially on Monday.
Thank you very much for that, Jenna. That is Jenna Lynch live there from the Beehive.